Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And do you know when to call it quits while you're selling door to door? Well, today's video I'm going to go through a couple tips of when you should walk away from the sale with your potential customer. So one thing to really keep in mind about door-to-door sales is that time is money, and a lot of the times why someone's struggling while they're selling door-to-door is that they're spending way too much time with the wrong people that don't actually qualify for their time. And again, your ideal goal should be to come across as a messenger of good news that's just delivering some great info about a special offer you have or a discount. And when you come across as the person that's trying to push them to get started with something they're not interested in, or again, they're not ready to move forward, you end up wasting a lot of time trying to convince someone that isn't actually ready to buy, when you can much better spend it talking to someone that is ready, that is open, that you can get started and sell your products and services to. So there's 3 key times when you should walk away from the sale, and the first one that you want to walk away from is when they don't agree to your terms, right? And so what happens is maybe you have a specific timeline that you're offering, that you have 2 spots available left for a specific discount for the next 2 neighbors that do get started with you, and you know the discounts for today only, so you need to get started now to fill that spot for tomorrow to take advantage of it. So that might be your offer, for example. And so what sometimes happens is you'll run into a potential customer that is telling you, hey, they need to think about it, or cool, well, they'll get started tomorrow, or they'll call in and get started later, and or what if we did an extra discount? And basically what happens is the more that you bend over backwards for this person, try and cater their every need and want, it ends up hurting you and devaluing the product and service that you're offering. Again, you're not trying to convince these people that are trying to get extra deals, extra discounts, they want to think about it, right? Whatever the case might be, because more often than not, they're not going to get started. And if they do, if you have to convince them or create all kinds of special scenarios so they'll just get started, they end up canceling, or they're expecting too much, right? You end up over-promising on your value, and again, it can leave a bad taste in people's mouths. And at the same time, the more needy and desperate you are and willing to bend over backwards, they a lot of times will get the idea that your product isn't really worth it, or maybe it doesn't have the value, or why are they so desperate for me to fill this spot if it's so great? So again, that's one time that you want to walk away, is when people don't want to stick to your timeline of what you're offering with your products and services. Next time you want to walk away is when somebody tells you that they'll call you when they're ready, right? And so again, like I said, what a lot of people that are struggling tend to do is they try and convince everybody to get started even when they don't qualify for their time. So if they say, hey, we'll call you when we're ready, that's totally fine. Let them off the hook. And a lot of times what happens in this scenario is the person might not even be interested. They're just too afraid to tell you no, or to tell you that they're not actually interested in getting your products and service or buying from you. So they tell you, oh, we'll call you at another time. We'll call you when we're ready. We need to think about it again. So if they're telling you things like that they want to call you later, or they'll do whatever, again, the main reason they're doing that is they're not actually ready to buy, or they're probably not interested to begin with. So again, you can do one last ditch effort, right? Just be like, hey, if you want to take advantage of the discount, we're just here again letting people know. You can certainly call at a different time, but you're going to end up paying full price and not have this discount available. Like I said, we're only offering it to the next 2 neighbors that do get started to fill that spot in our technician's route. So again, feel free to take advantage of it. You can certainly give me a call while I'm here still in the neighborhood if we haven't filled that spot yet. Otherwise, by all means, call when you're ready, but unfortunately, you'll end up paying full price at that point. And then excuse yourself from the conversation with the person. Again, you don't want to be rude or aggressive or over-the-top pushy trying to get them started, because again, a lot of times these people aren't even interested. They're just too nice to say it. And then at the same time, if they're not really ready to buy, you can do that last-ditch effort to try and get them off the fence if they actually are are interested. And again, if they're not, cool, no big deal. You're better off spending time with people that really are interested in what you have. The third time that you really want to walk away from the sale is if someone is giving you negative body language. They're not asking questions anymore. They stop talking with you. Maybe they're checking their watch, right? Checking the time to see what's going on. They seem disinterested, or they're maybe getting really fidgety, right? They're crossing their arms, they're looking around, right? If they're giving you negative body language like that and they stop talking, more often than not, they're not interested, and maybe again, they're just too polite to tell you that to your face, right? A lot of people struggle with telling people no, even if they're not interested, and they'll continue to hear you out. But again, if they're getting fidgety, showing those signs of disinterest, your time is much better spent, again, talking to someone else. Like I said earlier, you can still use that kind of last-ditch effort and be like, great, well, like I said, I'm introducing this idea to a lot of the neighbors here in the neighborhood with this special discount offer we have to fill that spot in our sales route. So again, feel free to reach out to us if that changes for you. I'll leave you my card. We do only have a couple spots left, so call me if you're interested while we're still here in the neighborhood to get that. Otherwise, feel free to reach out to the office and pay full price, when it's more convenient for you. So again, just move on to the next people, because again, when you follow these strategies and you understand the difference between talking to someone that's qualified for your time rather than just trying to convince everyone whether they're interested or not, it's really going to make a big difference and help you increase sales and get better results while you're selling door to door. So again, hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And then if you happen to be looking for a new door-to-door sales opportunity, be sure to head on over to ddmillionaire.com/work with D2D. Our team is expanding and we're hiring and looking for some new leaders to help out with the growth of our team. So if you're looking for something new and open to a new door-to-door sales opportunity, again, head on over to ddmillionaire.com/work with D2D and fill out that application there, and one of our team will get back to you as soon as we can. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.